What's up, guys? Welcome to week number 10 of my meet prep training. I have made it this far and I am not in that much pain, which is kind of nice. So what you're going to see here for the next couple of weeks as I start to dip into the 90+% range, look at that, it's nice and fast, felt good, is the volume's going to be coming down, weights are going to be going up, and hopefully I can keep my elbows and all the other stuff in one piece so I can go into the meet nice and healthy. So what you're seeing on this first training day of the week, I hit a double with 350, kind of misgrooved the second one, but still ended up taking it. Took another shot at it on a second set, but only got the first rep here. So what I'm thinking is, depending on how everything feels next week, probably moving down into singles, and I'll take 3 singles at heavier weight, and then maybe do some back off work instead of trying to hit doubles. It'll be a little bit more specific to what I need to do at the meet, and it'll allow me to continue progressing forward with good, clean, perfect reps instead of having a grinding second rep there. So either way, very happy with that, since 350 is my best meet bench, and all of those reps are better than that looked when I first hit it. So that is definitely moving along really well. After I missed that second rep, I decided to knock it down to 340, and I got this double here. So again, not necessarily the greatest, but it moved well enough considering the weight that it is. They're also going to be using the Slingshot to overload for the next few weeks. So what you're seeing here is the first rep at 405, took 425 on the second, and then made a jump to 445, which felt reasonable given how this moved. The 425 felt actually a little better than 405 did. I grooved the bar better, and I came close to getting it. Whatever, I'm still happy to have that weight in my hands. I've never had 445 in my hands, so kind of had the bar misgroove and then just slowed down on me. So got a little bit of a nudge there from my liftoff guy, Gus, and still he made me work for it. So happy with that. What I'm going to be doing with the Slingshot next week is dropping down just to the red regular Slingshot instead of working with the black Mad Dog. That way I can still get up around 400 just with less support. That way it's more specific to my actual meet bench, and although I won't be overloading with as much weight, I'll be handling a higher percentage of hopefully similar weights this next week. So that brings us to my squat and deadlift day. This is Monday. I took 505 as a final warm-up, and that moved well. The goal was to hit rep or so around 540, which is this top set, which I did. It moved pretty well. Felt a little heavy, but stayed smooth, and this is one of the better sets that I've done over 500 pounds. So happy with how tight I was able to stay all the way through the lift. You can see that there's not a lot of shimmying in through the knees or any kind of drastic changes of position with my body. So that was a good quality rep. Decided to knock it down and take a double at 505 to fill in some of the volume and just get a little bit more practice in without grinding the weight. So this moved really well. This is the better set of the day. I stayed even tighter than I did with the 540. So happy with that, and happy to see how things are moving here. Which then brings us to deadlifts for the day, which also went well. You'll see here's my final warm-up with 495. Nothing exciting. If I can't pull 500, then I'm going to have a bad day. So was scheduled to work up to 560 here. And the first rep moved well, the second did not. The second one got a little grindy, and I ended up ramping it. So I think what I'll do next week when I go up to, I believe, 575, is I will just take it as a top single, and then I'll drop back to maybe 545 and pull a couple extra reps there, which is what I ended up doing here because I wanted to get 3 working reps in, but that is an unacceptable looking deadlift. So just dropped it to 545 and got everything moving a little better. So this is a decent enough rep. Still a little shitty, but that's tired, okay? Cut me some slack. Moving on, got the upper accessory day. I did start having some tendonitis flare up during this session here. I did a lot of diffusing of my pec shoulder and particularly left bicep. It was just pissed off from squatting on Monday. So either way though, this moved pretty well. I had a little bit of discomfort on the way down, but only on the first rep. For some reason, the number 2 and 3 on all the sets felt just fine. So decided to push through it, went up to 325 for 3. I'm trying to do something around a 3 count pause on these, although you never can tell how accurate you are when you're under load. So it's about 3, nice long pause, and these moved really well. So did a shit ton of soft tissue work in the evening after this session. Had Gus just roll the shit out of my bicep, which was excruciating, but very effective. And this being the day after that session right now, everything feels a lot better. So I'm going to do that again probably tonight and see if I can keep myself in one piece enough to bench on Saturday. To replace the deadlift day, which would normally be Thursday, I'm just hitting some light squats and deadlifts. These about 330, or about exactly 330. Didn't go any heavier than that. I just want to keep dialing in my squat groove, make up a little bit of the volume that's missing from Monday's workout because that one is so much heavier, and then just I don't know, just feel good and keep my groove with something that's light. So use the Duffalo bar to take the pressure off of the elbows, which worked pretty good, although they were a little shitty still, and I'm still gonna have to roll them, but it definitely helped and it shouldn't aggravate it. But you can see my positioning is holding up real well on these. Hips feel great, speed of the bar feels great, bracing feels great, and I got everything I wanted out of that. So decided to just pause this last set just for shits and giggles. But I'm glad to have weights finally moving well again. So deads, nothing exciting there. Pulled a double at 315, double at 365, double at 405, and a double at 455, and just shut it down and called it a day. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if you want to, and I'm now on Snapchat. So I don't know, if you're hoping for some dick pics or something, go add me on there. And be sure to check out the gym's website at savagegym.com. That is it. I will talk to you next week.